Now back to two giants in the industry, Chris Russo and Phil Simms.
All right, here we go now. We got 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. Let's get Phil's thoughts on the quarterbacks so far in the NCAA. Would you be concerned about Darnold's performance against Ohio State if you're a personnel director in the NFL?
Oh, I'd be a little, yes. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to, yes. I think there were certain things that would bother me. Playing against a really good team, were they better than USC? Absolutely. But the movement, some of the throws, Chris, I'm not a big he made a bad decision, because they can teach that. I look at the talent and then, see certain things. And so escapability, I think it's been overrated for him. Do I think he's going to go in the first round, maybe the first pick? Yes, I do. But it would make me dig in there a little deeper
based on that
maybe I previously thought.
All
yes.
right. Now, I was not happy in the second half with Baker Mayfield. You want to put the blame on Riley, go ahead. If you had a team in the middle of that first round and needed a quarterback, would you take a chance on Baker Mayfield?
Okay, then that means I'm going to run an offense that really fits him and whatever and what we do. And, of course, there are offenses in the NFL that do fit him. And I think he definitely will go in the first round. But, the antics off the field, would that bother me? Yes, it would.
Yeah, I would too.
It would.
Yep.
You can't act like that on the professional sideline. You don't have to worry about the opponents. You got to worry about your own team. They'll knock you around. Stop it. But look, I think he is a very good thrower of the ball. He can throw it with power. He has God-given touch on the football. He knows how to throw it soft, do whatever. He struggled. You know what happened? Georgia caught on to what they were doing, and all of a sudden they settled down, and we saw the better team win that game. Georgia was the more physically gifted football team. I
agree with that. Better
and
balance.
They rattled Oklahoma, and they rattled Baker Mayfield as the game went along. Because why? He knew he was not going to get protected, so they were trying every trick in the bag. And there's only so long you can trick the other team, and Georgia finally caught on.
Well, here's what bothers me about him, Phil. I know the coach did not do a good job. I'll buy that. I didn't like the play calling. But forgetting all that, he had 4 series in that game. 2 in the end of regulation, including 55 seconds, 3 timeouts, and 2 with the game tied, and then 2 in overtime from the 25-yard line, where all he had to do was either get a couple of first downs, go 30 yards and try to kick a field goal, or go 15, 20 yards and get a touchdown. And all 4 times, as the quarterback, as the Heisman Trophy winner, he was not able to do that. That bothers me. I have to admit, because that's player. Make a play. Win the game. Your team is in a situation where you need to make a play to win this game, and he did not do that. That does concern me.
Well, I know what you're saying. I'd have to really watch the game, closely in the way I want to before I'd make that judgment. I didn't see him really miss anybody in those drives you're talking about. Most of the time he was under pressure. They didn't do a great job of giving him a chance. But what concerned me about it is just some of those things that you're talking about. The pressure or just being around him. He wasn't able just to stand there and have them around him and not move. And his mobility, yes, he plays with great protection and great space at Oklahoma, but his mobility is going to be NFL average, and that's it. I'm not looking at him thinking he's going to run around and he's Johnny Manziel and is going to make some plays. No, that is not going to happen for him in the NFL, Chris. He is not quick enough or fast enough to make those kind of plays happen.
All right, in 10 seconds, I didn't love Lamar Jackson either. What's your take on that?
Well, he might not have played well. I didn't see him in the bowl game, but he intrigues me a lot. Him and Tanner Lee are the 2 guys from Nebraska. Tanner Lee from Nebraska, not a good football team, but he can really throw it. He intrigues me, and Lamar Jackson, the ability to run, and I think he has potentially a great NFL arm, and we'll just see. I would love to go watch him in person and see it, but I'll study him. But Lamar Jackson intrigues me. I think Lamar Jackson will definitely go in the first round.
You
of the
do?
NFL draft.
All right,
yes.
Quickly, would you take Rosen or Darnold if you were the Browns?
Ooh, I would take Rosen. I think he's the purer passer of the 2. And that's one thing we can really put our finger on and count on. If the guy is open, he's going to hit him. He's accurate with the football. He spins it. In other words, the ball rotates. Why is that important? Because when you play in wind or bad weather, You need a guy that can spin the football, and Josh Rosen can.
Phil, you did a great job this hour. You're going to have a big week, and we're going to see you next Friday. Thanks very much,
Chris,
pal. Appreciate
thank you, man. Have a great weekend.
Okay, Phil Simms, 5 o'clock. Brent, you and me, let's go. We continue here on Mad Dog Unleashed.